Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of My Mom and I TV. So good to have you here today. Again, it's Priska. To my returning subscribers, I appreciate you so very much for always giving me support. I don't take it for granted. Thank you so much. And for you seeing my face for the first time, thank you too for dropping in. Please don't forget to click on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on future contents. In this channel, there are lots of interesting episodes that you wouldn't like to miss out on. Today, I bring us another interesting conversation. Actually, I wanted to do a voiceover, but on the other hand, I said, no, let me talk to us. It's an issue that has been giving me concern lately. I took a time out and thought about this thing. I feel I should just put it out here so you drop your thoughts in the comment section. I want to talk about the loneliness, the real life abroad. The real life of the Western world. I don't want to narrow it down to where I am because I think it's a general thing. Considering where I'm coming from, considering my African background, so I have come to a conclusion that the Western part of the world is lonely. Most times, the quest for migrating, we think about moving abroad, we think about relocating, migrating as immigrants. We don't take into consideration some factors. Number one, our psychological health. Someone might say, I am not supposed to talk about this because I'm there. But that is the reason I should talk about it, because I am talking from a place of experience. So many times, we only plan to migrate. We look at things we are coming to gain. We look at things we are coming to achieve. We do not consider our health. Money is not everything. People back home don't understand how empty and lonely life is here. I can categorically tell you that life here in abroad is lonely and empty. They do not understand that. But that is the truth. When you say it, sometimes people think you're exaggerating, you're trying to discourage them from coming. You don't want them to have a feel of what you're enjoying. Life abroad, life here is empty and lonely. That is the truth. A lot of people are depressed. A lot of people have gone through loneliness and it has transcended to depression. From depression, it has gotten to the level of sco. Yeah. Please, don't shy away. If you know you're in this situation, please seek for help. Try out a therapist. Seek for help. Loneliness can kill. Please. Life here is lonely and empty. That is the bitter truth. No one might want to talk about it, but I'm saying it here via my platform. If you're thinking about coming, Take a time out and think about this. Can I cope with the loneliness here? If you can, good. Like, you'll be in a place where from day, weeks, no one knocks on your door to ask you, how are you? It's like that. That's the life here. It's so boring. Like, please, if you have intentions of coming out, please and please, I beg you, take a time out. Take into consideration your mental health. Can I cope with this? I had a deep conversation with somebody lately, and we got talking, and I said, see how it is here. Do you know what the lady told me? Man, I can't cope with that kind of life, because I'm somebody that I like people always around me, hanging out, this, that. I can't. And then I went ahead to tell her, so remain in your home country. That is the life here. Initially, when I got in here, I still cannot explain how I survived depression. I think one of the factors that helped me was a social worker assigned to me. Because one of the days, my gynae looked at me and told me, you need help. I will connect you to a social worker. And that was it. That was it. That was what helped me. I was literally missing it when I first came in here. Because everything is new. The system is new. Like, whose house are you? You can be in, like, let me explain something here. You can live in a place. As I talk to you, I don't even know my neighbors. I don't know them. Yeah, I don't know them. You can live in a place for months. You don't get to see your neighbors. You can live in a place for weeks, years. You might even see them. Maybe you meet on the staircase and greet. That is it. Unlike back home, your neighbor will, maybe a week or 2 weeks, they've not seen you, they will knock on you and say, hello, how are you today? I've not seen you in days. I've not seen you in weeks. Are you okay? I've heard stories where people die in their rooms and nobody knows. I've heard stories where somebody had cold and died. He doesn't have a wife. He doesn't have kids. He just died inside. It took months before they realized that this man had died inside. So that is how terrible it is here. And you know how bad this can be to your mental health. So, while you're planning to migrate, as you're planning to relocate, take into consideration this factor: loneliness. The western part of the world is lonely. That is the truth. It's a lonely place. It's a lonely zone. Ask yourself this deep question, because it is only you that can tell yourself the truth. Am I an introvert? Because most times, introverts, they survive more. Yeah. Then you ask yourself again, can I survive this? Can I stay alone? Can I be alone? If the answer is yes, then you are good to go. The western parts of the world is lonely. Let's not just all focus on what we are coming to gain. See, let me digress a bit. See, if you see people we don't go score for this abroad, forget though. A lot of people don't go score for this abroad. Depression. Their own depression don't transcend to score. I'm telling you. I'm not just making up. I'm telling you, that is it. So please, Somebody on the other hand will say, what is this woman saying? And you give informations for people to jabba, and you're here. Yes, I give informations for people to jabba, and I'm here to also encourage you to do the right thing. As you're making the moves to jabba, also make moves to think properly. Ask yourself deep questions. Can I cope with the loneliness of the Western world? Before you make that move. So you don't come out tomorrow and then you find things the way it is and you see it like you've been misled. No one misled you. You were just carried away with the Japa syndrome. So my people, that is it for today's conversation. Thank you so very much for your time out with me today. I don't take it for granted, and I hope to see you in my next video. Stay subscribed.